Good morning, it's Friday the 2nd of April 2021. It's the Easter holidays, so the markets are closed and we're taking a look at my holdings on the Trading 212 platform and seeing how my portfolio is performing. At the moment it is down £964, which is just over 7%, and the actual investments I've got is £12,664. The first stock we're looking at is 2x Amazon. This is a fund that invests in Amazon, and the increases in value of the stock and the decreases are magnified by 2. Unfortunately, we're on a downward trend and I'm down 27%. Aberdeen New India Investments. This is a fund that invests in Indian markets, stocks. I've got about 6 or 7 of these because I want to get exposure to the Indian Asian market, and they're down 2.5%. Alibaba, that's the Chinese version of Amazon, they're down 14%. Alterex, I'm down 43%. Now this company, I think I invested in that because that was a software company, and I think it may have get some exposure to the up and coming 5G market. Ashoka India, that's another fund that invests in the Indian market. They're up 1.14%. Aston Martin, that's the UK based luxury car manufacturer, and I think have totally lost their way, and that reflects in their in the price of the shares, and that's down 62%. AstraZeneca, they're well known at the moment because they've teamed up with Oxford and they're producing one of the COVID vaccines. That's actually the one that my wife has had, but they're doing this on a non-profit basis, so their performance in producing the COVID vaccine doesn't reflect in the share price, and they're down 25%. BAE Systems, that's a large UK-based defence manufacturer. They're up 0.59%. Boeing, we all know Boeing, who makes or one of the world's largest airliner manufacturer, who are in competition with aerospace. They are down 6.83%, but I think as we come out of the pandemic and planes start flying, and they've solved the problem with the 737 where 2 of them had fatal crashes. So I think they're going to be moving forward. BP PLC, UK-based petroleum company, they are up 0.35%. They're getting away from oil and getting more into renewables. I've got a very small holding on this platform, but I've got a much larger holding on another platform. British Land, they hold, they own properties in London and other places, but I think properties in London are on a downward trend at the moment due to the COVID and people not wanting to work in offices, and shops not being quite so popular. They're down 18%. Castor Maritime, now this is a big one which I invested in. They are a company that owns ships and put them out on charter where they get a daily hire rate. They are bulk carriers, plus they've now got 2 oil carriers. At the moment they're down 9%, but this is quite not a volatile stock, but the price is moving about a fair bit. The price now is over 1 month is now 73p. That was £1.05. You can see over the 3-month period it was as high as 174, so there's a lot of room for growth on this one, so I'm sitting tight on that one, hoping that I will be coming out on the right side of things. City Developments. This is a Singaporean-based investment company that invests in properties around the world. They're down 2.3%. Coca-Cola, we all know Coca-Cola. My wife has got a very big holding in Coca-Cola. Not quite as large as Warren Buffett's, but it's a good stable stock. At the moment they're down 6.7%, but they do pay good dividends. Danios, this is another company that owns ships, similar to Castor Maritime, and they're doing somewhat better, and I wish I'd have put my sort of £5,000 in them. They're up 87%. Digital Reality Trust, this is a real estate investment company where, as it's a REIT, a real estate investment trust, they have to pay, I think it's 90% of their profits in the form of dividends, but at the moment they're down. No, they're up 0.7%, but they should pay good dividends. Easyjet, UK-based airline. I've used them a lot, flown with them, and I've got larger holdings with Easyjet on another platform, and they are up 19% since I purchased these. I think they're down somewhat on my other platform due to the pandemic. The planes are not flying, but we seem to be moving in the right direction and coming out of the pandemic, so these shares will be going up. Entain, that's a UK-based gambling company. I bought these, sports betting and gaming company. I think there's a great market in sports betting and gaming, and that is the way forward, and that reflects in the price of my holding. It's up 16%. First Energy, this was meant to be a value share, which was undervalued at the time I purchased it, and that is up 11%. Harbour Energy, formerly Premier Oil PLC. Now that's something I've just learnt without realising it. I've had holdings in Premier Oil over some time now, and I've invested in them on other platforms and made money, but at the moment they're down 48%. But I'll have to do some research on this one. This is something I've just learnt. And I'll say I've taken my eye off the ball a bit with Premier Oil, which is now Harbour Energy. So that's something else I've learnt, and a job for today. Honda Motor Company, this is the most recent share I've purchased. This is what I class as a value share. The company is actually undervalued. The book value is less than the book value per share is less than the actual price of the shares. So actually, you're buying the company at a discount. So I bought one share, and I'm going to see how that goes, and I'll probably invest more. But at the moment, they're down slightly. IAGSA, this is the International Air. What are they called? They own British Airways. Oh, International Consolidated Airlines Group. They own British Airways, Iberia, the Spanish carrier, and I believe Aer Lingus, which is the Irish air carrier. And as we come out of the pandemic, the shares are going up in price, and I bought these at the right time. I'm now seeing a 34% increase. When I bought them, they did go down, and I wasn't sure if I'd made the right decision, but it obviously looks to be the right decision at the moment. So there's a lot more room for them to go as we come out of the pandemic. India Globalization, this is another fund that invests in Indian companies in India. They're down 21%. Infrastructure India, another company which invests in India, they're down 24%. As I said, I bought 6 or 7 funds that invest in India, because I want to get exposure to India, because I think that is an up and coming market, and not as noticed as much as China. iShares, that's another one what exposes me to the Indian market. They're down 2%, so all my Indian investments are down. JP Morgan, another one, exposes me to the Indian market, down 2%. Luxor MSCI India, down 2.3%. It's another one down. So my exposure to the Indian market isn't doing so well at the moment, but I'm going to keep these positions and see how they run. Medical properties, this is down 2%, and it's a real estate investment trust focused on investing in owning net leased healthcare facilities across the United States. So I think that will come back because there's always going to be a need for medical facilities. The National Grid, they manage the power supply network in the UK. They're down 3%, but I think there's room for them to come back because the National Grid's not going anywhere. We need it, so I think that's going to be a good steady stock. Nokia, I bought this company not for its mobile phones, but it had a lot of write-ups saying it's heavily involved in the 5G market, which is the up-and-coming market. There's a lot of hype about that, and I thought I'd get some exposure to it, but at the moment I'm down 24%. NRG Energy, this is another value stock, a company which is undervalued, and at the moment I'm down 11%. Pilgrim's Pride, this was another company I invested in because my research showed that it was a value stock and undervalued, and that has proven its case because it's now up 22%. Rolls-Royce Holdings, I just invested a slight amount because I wanted to do research on Rolls-Royce and produce some sort of videos on the investment. My investment in Rolls-Royce, and that is up 6% since I've made the last two videos. I think there's room for Rolls-Royce to increase in value as the airlines start flying, the planes start flying, people start moving about, and the engines are turning, and that's when Rolls-Royce will start earning money. Royal Dutch Shell, it's another large UK based oil company that covers the broad spectrum of production and sales, and they're down 5%, but I think they will come back as things start to pick up. Sandstorm Gold, this is an interesting one. It's a gold royalty company. What it does, it invests in companies that are looking for gold, and they'll make the investment, and then the payback is that when they find gold, every ounce of gold they produced, they take a cut. So that's a good way of getting exposure to gold, and I'm up 6% on that one. Sport Tech, I'm down 2%. This is a UK based pools betting operator, which is the gambling industry. I'm sure that will come back in time as the this lot of on-course betting starts again, as people get moving about in the UK and around the world. So I've got no problems with that one. I might have bought that at the right time. Store Capital down 0.7%. Now Store Capital Corporation is an internally managed net leased real estate investment company, and they invest in shops and the like. I don't think that was the wisest investment, but I may have bought these at the right price, so they might come back. Telefonica owns O2. I bought these because they I think they bought out Virgin Mobile or Communications, but they're down 7.3%. Verizon down 3.65%. They are a holding company, provides communications products and services to consumer businesses, so that's an IT company. They're not doing, they're down 3.65%. Walmart, I invested in Walmart because that's the largest, I think that's the largest in the world retail company. and they're getting an online presence, so they're trying to compete with Amazon, as they realise that you have to be online nowadays. But they do have a large store base. I think as we come out of the pandemic, people will want to get out there and start spending their money. They're down 7.3% at the moment. But this company, another thing that attracted me to them is that the Walton family actually still owns a high percentage of shares in the company. So the owners have got what I class as skin in the game. So their interest is to make the company work and make a profit. So I think we've got good management in place. So that one is worth holding on to, whatever happens. Yamana Gold. This is a gold mining company, and they're very highly speculative. And as you say, as you can see, I'm down 19%. But with the price of gold fluctuating, and if they do find gold, as I say, the price of the shares can go up. So that's my holding on Trading 212. I'm trying to rationalise it and sort of reduce my holdings, but I'm not going to sell any share I own at the moment at a loss. So I will hold them, but as things move on and shares get back into the positive situation, I may sell and take a profit and to reduce my holdings. As I say, this is only one of the platforms I have hold my investments on. But I'm trying to rationalise this one and sort of keep an eye on my shares a bit more, and we can see where we go. So I hope you've found this little presentation of interest. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead. Everyone will receive a reply. Until next time, I bid you a really, really successful investing adventure. Goodbye.